One way Native students celebrate and share their unique cultural heritage at school is by wearing tribal regalia. Tribal regalia are culturally and religiously significant items of adornment that are worn by some Indigenous people during traditional ceremonies and to mark important life events, like school graduations. Troublingly, many school districts across the state deny Indigenous students the right to wear tribal regalia at graduation, depriving them of their cultural and religious heritage in the name of assimilation. This adds to the erasure and oppression that these students and their communities have already suffered. In California, the right to wear tribal regalia at school graduations is protected by law. But despite these legal protections, some districts still attempt to block students' ability to wear tribal regalia at graduation. That's why organizations like the ACLU and California Indian Legal Services have developed resources and toolkits to help students and parents know and defend their rights.
Graduation ceremonies are incredibly meaningful for Indigenous students who have long faced structural barriers and discrimination at school and are therefore less likely to graduate from high school than their peers. Thankfully, due to the hard work and advocacy efforts of tribes and local Indigenous leaders, Humboldt County schools, including Cal Poly Humboldt, are largely supportive of Indigenous students' right to wear tribal regalia at their graduation ceremonies.
My name is Mark Bubba Riggins. Most folks know me as Bubba. I am the Youth Outreach Coordinator with NCIDC, also known as the Northern California Indian Development Council. I'm a Hoopaw tribal member and a Yurok person as well. I come from the McCovey and Jackson families. Before them with the Grays and the Nortons as well. For Native people, wearing regalia is about honoring our accomplishments and recognizing as we transition through the different stages in life. It's a way to acknowledge our achievements and maintain a sense of identity. When I graduated from Great Oak High School, they did not allow me to wear my regalia. We had to go through a check system when we went for graduation, and I was questioned about it. But instead, I stood my ground. I wore my feather in my necklaces anyways, because of the deep significance that they hold to me as a family heirloom. For me, it was a symbol of defiance against erasure and a tribute to my uncle who had passed away. At Humboldt State, my experience was completely different than high school. The ITEP program, which stands for the Indian Teaching and Education Personnel Program, actually provided us with the sashes and encouraged us to embrace our cultural identities by wearing regalia and other items. It was truly uplifting to see the university actively supporting and providing resources for our cultural traditions. To Native American people, regalia is more than just clothing. It's a connection to our culture and heritage and our families that have come before us. Wearing it fills me with pride and reminds me of who I am and where I come from.
If students face challenges in exercising their right to wear tribal regalia at graduation, they are encouraged to seek assistance by emailing graduation@aclunc.org.